Hey guys, this is part 3 to my knife collection. I want to apologize because in part 1 and 2 I placed everything on my bed, and I kind of, after watching the videos, I kind of realized, well, it's almost like they're camouflaged because I have such a wild pattern on my comforter. So I decided to bunch it up in the corner over there, as you see, and show you this with just the brown sheets as a background. On the first video, if it's kind of hard to make things out, I apologize for that. I shouldn't have used such a busy pattern for a background, but wasn't really thinking into it. But anyway, first thing I want to do is I know I forgot stuff in the first and second video. So those are these 3 items. I believe these are the only things I forgot. This is a knife I actually made myself. I have some videos on it. It's a 1095 carbon steel little neck knife I made. Put a paracord wrap on the handle. Pretty cool. I like it. I actually have not yet heat treated this yet. I still have to take the paracord wrap off and heat treat it. Okay, so I can get a final product there. Then I have 2 little things here. This is a no name. Has a scissors, a knife in it, but it's mainly a lighter. Pop the top here, strike. It's probably out of fluid, which it looks to be. But anyway, you get a little flame right there. That's all that is. Then I have a Gerber kind of multi-tool. Same deal, that very simple, like small knife, scissors combination with the little nail file. But the front part of this is actually a nail clipper. If I lift up on here, you see that pops open and you have a nail clipper. So that's what that is. So those are the 3 items I forgot. Let me put those aside. The rest of the stuff here is actually what I have in my safe that's knife related. So let me put those aside. There we go. Alright, so give you kind of a wide scan first of all the stuff, and then I'll come in and talk about it. First, let's talk about the expensive knives. That's kind of the bottom right here. Those are my expensive stuff. Really expensive things. First, I have that fixed blade, that custom fixed blade. The DLG, really, really nice. Got a full review on this. Beautiful knife. Keep that in my safe, as well as the William Henry knife. And I actually wanted to, I'll take this time right now to show you that Damascus a little better. I have the magnifying glass as well as the jeweler's loupe here. So I'll give you both views. Let me get closer here. See if I can give you a better view of that. If it just focuses on me. Moving around. Well, there you go. It's a little bit of a better view of that Damascus blade. Just beautiful. Really got to kind of see it in person. And let me come in close with the jeweler's loupe, which seems to work really good. There we go. Really close up. There we go. Oh, getting fuzzy on me. Anyway, you can kind of get that from here. There's the William Henry Maker's Mark, which is kind of hard to make out with the Damascus. But anyway, just wanted to take that time to show you that. Okay, so I also have my Strider SNG folder. Awesome, hard-used tactical knife. Solid, really, really solid. Locks up like a bank vault. Same with my Chris Reeve Sebenza. This is a small Sebenza. I have 2 or 3 videos on this already, as well as that custom sheath I had made for it. Kind of long story behind the white owl on there, but kind of in memory of my grandfather. He loved owls and ducks a lot. So I kind of got it in tribute to him. Really nice, the person who made this custom sheath. I'll have more information on that sheath. I think I have it in another video, but if you have questions, you want to get a custom sheath made, something like this, you could send me a message and I'll give you more information on that. If you're curious, the price on that I think was $65. That included shipping, which is not bad for the intricate work that he did for me for that. Exactly how I wanted it. So now I have my Atwood tools. I only have 2 Atwood tools. One is a spanner baby, which is used for the Strider. It has the bull pivot here on the pivot screw. See those 2 little notches? That's what this tool's for. The 2 little prongs fit perfectly into the notches to adjust that pivot. And then I have an Atwood Skeeter, which I've shown in other videos as well. And this was actually given to me by a really, really good friend on Candle Power forums, and I'll never get rid of that. A lot of sentimental value, not to mention that Atwood tools in general, they climb in value by day. I mean, the things they sell like crazy prices now. And he's always making new models, so almost every single Atwood tool becomes collectible. Now these two don't have too much physical value, although they have a lot of sentimental value to me. These are both my grandfather's knives. I've shown you the straight sharp finger. This is one I have never showed you. This is what the hunting knife he used the most. You can see how it had a small blade to begin with, but you see how much that's ground down over the years of sharpening. This was his favorite knife, leather wrapped handle, or stacked, I should say, not wrapped. They're stacked pieces of leather, kind of like a lot of K-bar models or K-bar. This is again a Schrade design. I don't know the exact model. Has a bear head for a pommel. Just again a lot of sentimental value for that one. Let's see. Moving along, my balisongs. I actually flip my 42 all the time, but now I keep it in my safe just because I have a safe. Why not keep my valuables in it? You know. So it's been a little bit of a pain because I want to play with it all. You know, throughout the day. Every now and then I'll just go and want to grab it, and I have to go through the safe now, but not a big deal. Then I have a Benchmade Model 30. This is an old one when they're Pacific Cutlery Corp. Very old Bally, probably from the, I'd say mid 80s. Then I have the Benchmade Model 32 Morpho, plain edge blade with no coating. It's a D2 blade. Then the Spyderco Spiderfly. This model is the 440C version, as opposed to the very first models that were. Let me see if I can get that. Actually, I got that jeweler's loop. Here we go. And there we go. Now you can make it out, right? 440C. Originally, they started making the Spiderflies. Let me put this up to the side here. Originally, they started making the Spiderflies with the VG10, like they use in most of their line. However, they stopped, early in production and decided to switch over to 440C. If I had to guess why, it'd probably be because of production costs. It's cheaper to use 440C than the VG10. So if you got the VG10 version, even better. Next knife is that Fall Niven. I know, I'm not saying it right again, but I'm just stubborn. Fall Niven, that's just how I'll probably always say it. It's more like Fell Niven, something like that, but it's the U2. I actually use this knife all the time. However, I haven't used it recently, so I did put it in the safe. Spyderco Dodo goes in the safe now. That's going to stay with me for a long time. Love that knife. Should have a review for you good people soon. Then I have the Switchback by Benchmade. Just showed you that in my new update video. The Macusta, which I have a video on, with the quince wood and the Damascus blade there. Then I have my two Delta Z Ospreys, or Osprey. One in fully serrated, or more like 3/4 serrated, and one in plain edge. Delta Z no longer exists, so it's become a collectible item. I'll probably never get rid of those. Then I have my Cold Steel Medium Vaquero. I like this knife. I use it sometimes, but I actually decided to not use it anymore and just keep it as a collectible. I like to keep this model, in the future. I don't know how easy they're going to be, to get. I don't want to trade it. Then I have the Spyderco Q, which of course I did a video on. Kershaw ET, awesome knife. Not too practical for EDC use, in my opinion, just because of the mechanism. But collectible. Decided to throw it in the safe. Keep it for the future. Benchmade Ascent, or this might be actually the Mini Ascent. This was a gift to me for my father on a birthday, 4 or 5 years back. So I'll never get rid of that. Again, sentimental value. Here's that Giant X2. Let me turn around. Give you another view of this X2 compared to the other knives. Take notice the size of that. I mean, you look across the board here, the other knives, it's just huge in comparison. And of course, next to it is the Benchmade LFK, standing for Large Folding Knife, also a beast. Then I have the Spyderco Endura in the white FRN handles. Again, I could use great user knife. I just decided to throw it in the collection to keep as a collectible because of the white scales. And then finally, I have the Kershaw Leak with the D2 composite blade. Again, good user knife. I just decided not to use it. I use other ones, so I decided to throw it in the collection. So there you go. Those are all my knife-related items that I currently have in my safe, which concludes my knife collection videos. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching.